Hello my stream lovelies, I finished a book on Saturday, the day when all good books should be finished, and here it is here. The world famous and infamous Alchemised by SenLin Yu. This is my beautiful special edition trade paperback. And there's the spine so that you can see what it's actually called, Alchemised, SenLin Yu. And it was such an epic read that I have actually come up with a sensible full-length review of it. So hopefully you get something out of it by watching and listening to what I'm about to say. Anywho, here we go. I've written it down, so I'm looking over there away from the camera as I read it to you. It's fair to say that I truly hated part one of this book. But by the story's end, it had evolved into one of my all-time favourite reads of all time. Like, ever. Set in the fictional world of Palladia, the rebellion is crushed. The war is over. The undying army control the streets, and the almighty High Reeve, Cain Ferron, boo hiss, holds the famed rebellion healer come war prisoner Helena Marino for interrogation. Her memory is locked away, and it's up to Cain to break it open to see what secrets he can find, at any cost. Part one is truly horrific, brutal, terrifying, and soul-destroying. It's so dark that you may never want to pick up another adult fantasy in your life. And the publisher's synopsis on the back cover doesn't help either. There's an author's note before the story starts, but all that does is refer you to a set of trigger warnings in the back. But it's printed literally right next to an illustration that doubles as a monumental story spoiler. So, Mr. Publisher Man, can we have some common sense, please, going forward? The story itself is comprised of 3 parts. Like I mentioned earlier, part 1 is brutally violent, horror-tainted, graphic, degrading, and even sickening, and whilst there are some patches of light to be glimpsed as we endure this metaphorical darkness, it's a struggle not to put the book down for good and walk away in disgust. The book and the author, it must be said, redeem themselves in part 2. Set prior to part 1, it gives context to the preceding horror-filled section, and it also feels like the first bloom on your favourite rose bush after a seemingly endless winter. Light eventually comes to the heart of the principal male character, Cain, in the form of his prisoner, Helena. The complexities of war and its politics, along with issues of hosting a rebellion, are all dealt with in great detail in this part, which extends for a massive 572 pages, which is more than half the book's length. So read this book slowly and be patient. It will do you good. After the horrors and shock and trauma of part 1, the slow pace and redemption-themed relationship building of part 2 will aid in your healing and recovery and prepare you for part 3. And by the time part 3 begins, you may indeed feel confident about being able to predict the ending. Or not. Part 3 takes us back to the time of the end, to part 1. All niceties are over, and the shit is about to get real. Does Alchemised gift you with a happy ending? Did the residents of Palladia get their happy ending? Is that even the point of this book? Cain and Helena form one of the most intricate love stories ever penned, but they were both damaged by the war they were trying to win. Alchemised was exhilarating after a traumatic start. The first section only made sense after I began part 2, and that is its soul-saving grace. So I give this book a completely unforgettable 4 stars out of 5. The greatest love story ever written? No, but certainly the greatest 4-star book ever written. Yes, please. So there we go. Totally worth the read. It may well change your life if you can get through part 1. But is it worth the effort? Absolutely. I love it. I'm tempted to pre-order this super-duper special edition that's coming in October. It's a set of 3. I've separated it into 3 hardcover, and it comes in a box set. So you get this massive box, and you've put 3 hardcovers in it. But it's $156, and this is $25, so I'd have to start saving up. But anywho, we'll worry about that later. Read this book if you can, if you don't mind horror, and if you don't mind violence. But there is a redeeming love story overall to enjoy. Thank you for watching my videos, and bye for now.